If you're eyeing that big step into homeownership in 2025, I really need you to hang with me for a few minutes, because you would not be alone if the headlines have you questioning the entire decision and pressing that pause button instead. I mean, come on, mortgage rates are staying higher for way longer than anyone forecasted. Home prices won't quit rising despite higher mortgage rates, and the talk of affordability makes you start thinking that a shoebox might be all that you can afford for a starter home. And trust me, I get it. But here's the truth. Becoming a homeowner isn't just about putting a roof over your head. It's about launching a wealth building machine that you get to control. And personally, I refuse to let you get shut out just because others choose to sit this one out. So in today's video, I'm going to cover what are lenders looking for in the qualification process, some fantastic loan options that are available to you right now, as well as 4 little-known hacks to help you save both time and money. So if you're serious, stick around to find out exactly how you can qualify for your first home. And if you want more like this, more straight talk, more insider tips, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe so you're always updated on the latest and greatest real estate and mortgage trends. All right, let's kick this one off with the biggest piece of the puzzle, understanding your own financial picture. Because I don't want you to let a lender, or really anyone for that matter, tell you what you should spend on a home without checking your own gut first. I mean, because ultimately, especially if it's online, a pre-approval might say that you qualify for some really big, sexy number, but that monthly payment could end up feeling like a chokehold. And I don't want that for you. So what's a good benchmark? Aim to keep your total housing expense, not just that mortgage principal and interest, but also the property taxes, the insurance, and those HOA dues, somewhere around 28 to 33% of your monthly income. That sweet spot keeps you from feeling house poor and lets you actually enjoy your new home, not just pay for it. Also, don't forget all the other costs of living in a home. I mean, we're talking about the utilities, maintenance, and emergency fund for when that water heater decides to go kaput. Because if you haven't owned before, you got to remember, you can't call a landlord to fix your things anymore. You are the landlord. So keep a cushion. Budgeting smart isn't killing the dream. It's making sure that the dream doesn't turn into a financial nightmare. And when you truly know your numbers, like how much money you bring in, what's going out, and what you can handle, this whole process of buying a home gets a whole lot less scary. Working with the right lender can also give you a laser focus on these details. Get clarity now so that when you find that perfect home in 2025, you're ready. All right. Let's pull back the curtain on the mortgage purchase criteria that lenders are looking for. I mean, starting early means that you have time to tweak some things and optimize your financial picture to get you that best mortgage interest rate and optimize your buying power. So what exactly is on a lender's radar? Well, work history is number one. Stability is king. If you've had a solid run at your current job for 2 years or more, that is a massive win. It shows lenders that you're reliable. But don't panic, because this is also an area my team works magic on. If you've switched jobs, or maybe you recently graduated, or you moved from a W-2 job to self-employed, we look to build the story of stability for our underwriters. Are you in the same field? Did your income increase? Is your new job salary? The key here is to making sure your work history reads like a story of growth. You don't want chaos, right? And then income is what we look at next. I mean, that's no shocker. The higher and more stable your income, the better. But more importantly, lenders look at your debt to income ratio. I mean, you could make a lot of money and spend a lot of money too. Keep that ratio in check. One quick thing you can do is pay down those high monthly credit cards. And definitely, absolutely hold off on buying that brand new car until after closing on your new home. Reducing debts now can boost what you qualify for, and maybe even snag you a better interest rate and mortgage insurance premium. And the third piece is credit and debts. Yes, your credit score matters. The better your score, the more wiggle room you'll have on rates and loan programs. If your credit score is not where you want it, start doing the work today. Pay off those balances, correct any errors on your report, and resist opening new credit unless absolutely necessary. A higher credit score isn't just about bragging rights. It can also save you tens of thousands of dollars over the life of the loan. And don't try to do this step on your own. Our team has the tools to not only correct damaged credit, but optimize good credit to give you a winning edge. Next, let's talk about loan programs. In 2025, the range of loan programs out there will help you navigate higher rates and higher home prices. It's not a one-size-fits-all, so let's break down 3 of the most common paths to get you started. And it makes most sense to start with conventional loans, as it's often the go-to for buyers with solid credit and a decent down payment. They reward good credit scores with better interest rates and fewer fees. If you've got a stable job and some money saved, this might be your jam. First-time home buyers can put as little as 3% down and have mortgage insurance automatically drop off once they've built up enough equity. FHA loans are another win. Don't have a huge down payment, lower credit score than you'd like? FHA could actually be your best friend. They allow for as little as 3.5% down and are way more forgiving when it comes to credit. Yes, there's mortgage insurance, but this loan program can be a stepping stone into the market while you build up equity. Then you can refinance later when things improve. Plus, it's the easiest loan program to refinance with, as it does not require any additional income verification with a streamlined FHA. FHA also has a renovation loan that gives you flexibility and access to make that first home a perfect home by rolling in any updating costs into the loan. Then there's down payment assistance programs, my personal favorite, as my team does a lot of these. They're like rocket fuel for first-time homebuyers who feel shut out. And many states, cities, and nonprofits offer grants or low-interest loans to help offset closing costs and down payment. In 2025, we'll likely see even more creativity here, as the first generational $25,000 was released in many areas. Plus, other significant grants and silent second loans. I mean, don't count yourself out because you don't have all the funds set aside. DPA programs can help take either down payment or closing costs off your plate. The point is, don't pigeonhole yourself. Talk to a seasoned lender who knows the ins and outs of these programs and who can match your unique situation with the perfect financial fit. And before we wrap, let's talk a few straight up hacks. If you're aiming to save money and improve your affordability, consider these 4 hacks. Number 1 is locking in your rate strategically. I talk about not timing the market, but realistically, interest rates fluctuate daily, sometimes even midday. So if you're under contract, working closely with your lender can help you lock in at a favorable time. Knowledge is power. And working with a market-savvy lender who understands timing can save you thousands. And then negotiating seller concessions is another hack. In some markets, you can get sellers to chip in for closing costs, or interest rate buydowns, or home repairs. Do not be shy on this, as you never know what you can get until you ask. Plus, think about it. I mean, the seller wants your success as much as you do. Unless there are multiple highly competitive bids, there are still opportunities to negotiate. And number 3 is house hacking. I mean, have you ever thought about buying a duplex or something with a rentable space? Well, your first thought might be, I don't want roommates. I get it. But this hack lets tenants pay the mortgage while you build equity. It could be a rentable basement or accessory dwelling unit or even a garage space. This right here is how you turn a home into a wealth building machine early on. And lastly, putting together your refinance game plan. Even if you lock in a higher rate initially, remember, you can refinance down the road. While all experts expect rates to stay higher for 2025, rate stability will give us opportunities on the dips. Remember, the home itself is the long-term asset. Work close with a lender who is tracking rates and can help you adjust your financing strategy as the market shifts. Our team has automated texts and emails letting our clients know when rates are moving. And here's the bottom line. The journey to homeownership in 2025 might feel more complicated than ever, but it's absolutely doable if your financial strategy is in place. It's time to understand what lenders care about and explore all of the loan programs that are available to you. Look, my team is your biggest fan, focusing on education and your success. Don't let scare tactics and outdated stats freeze you out. Owning a home is one of the smartest moves that you can make to build long-term wealth and stability. If you want to continue diving deeper into the mortgage tips and tricks that will make buying a home easy, check out this video I've linked in the screen now. And I'll see you next time.